What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and in today's video we're taking a look at none other than Travis Scott aka LaFlame and his very dope but slept on Cactus Jack World merch collection. Now before we get started, I wanted to give a special shout out to the homie Strain Beats who's been cooking up the beats for these videos, so make sure you guys check him out and show him some love. And while you're here, you might as well drop a like and subscribe and join our free Discord to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest. And shout out to all of my chefs in there. And a special shout out to the homie Abstraits for reminding me this collection even existed. Now today's video takes us back nearly 2 years to July of 2022 when Travis Scott was releasing the following Air Jordan 1 Low Reverse Mocha Swoosh collaboration. And as is tradition with most Travis Scott sneaker drops, this one also included the very dope Cactus Jack World collection, and would also include the following dope promotional trailer which features some cool Easter eggs.
And a small chance of asteroids. Only joking, kids. Stay cool, stay safe, and stay cactus, baby.
Access denied. Access granted.
Yeah, no, I'll be over there later. I'm working on something right now. Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Where's Travis?
Now I don't know about you guys, but it was hard for me not to be lit after watching that commercial, and especially after seeing the throwback to the old collaborations such as that McDonald's one. Now as far as this Travis Scott Cactus Jack World merch collection would go, he would of course drop the Air Jordan 1 Low Reverse Mochas on his website, available in a full-size family run. And although you probably have a greater chance of being struck by lightning or winning the lottery than actually hitting on his sneakers, he would then go on to drop this Cactus World merch collection, starting off with the following Artifacts tee, which is very reasonably priced and setting the tone for the rest of this collaboration. And as far as my first impression when it comes to this piece, I have to say I'm really digging it, and when looking at this collection in hindsight, one word stands out to me more than the others. And if you've been picking up on the same vibes that I have, then you know that word is utopia. Which we all know LaFlame would of course go on to release about a year later in July of 2023. And just for reference, I wanted to include that Utopia crewneck or long sleeve to really paint a picture of why I feel like this Cactus Jack World collection was really a preview of what we could expect for Travis Scott's upcoming Utopia aesthetic. because everything from the style and color of these blanks that are being used, in addition to the types of graphics that we're seeing, definitely feel Utopia-esque to me. And if I didn't know any better, you could have told me that these pieces were part of his most recent Utopia collection, and I would have believed you. Now additionally, I wanted to highlight that in comparison to Travis Scott's Utopia merch collections, the price of these tees being $48 is just a slight difference compared to the $55 range that we were seeing for Utopia. Now when it comes to the crew necks that you guys can see here, we have a little bit of a price difference, and unfortunately I wasn't able to access the product details themselves, so I'm not quite sure why we saw one advertised as $100 versus $68 when they're more than likely the same type of blank. But on the topic of these long sleeves, I feel like they were executed really well, and I have to say that some of the graphics are even reminiscent of his most recent Utopia stage design, and if you guys can see that, let me know in the comments what you think. And as far as this particular long sleeve, I thought it was a cool one because it highlighted both the collaboration between the Air Jordan brand and Cactus Jack's brand, with the whole concept of the Air Cactus radio. Now you already know that any great merch drop isn't complete until you've got some dope hoodies, and these two zip-ups are no exception. And if the zip-ups aren't your thing, you know LaFlame always has your back, as they also had the following hoodie that was available for $125. Now next up, we've got these really dope shorts that are available for $85, which I could see myself rocking here in Florida. However, I definitely understand how the $85 retail price point can be a bit of a barrier for some of the ragers and fans out there. And I'd love to know in the comments if you guys ended up picking up any pieces from this collection. Now in addition to those shorts, we of course have the sweatpants for $110, followed by this really dope reversible vest for $300. And for a first time item that's a little bit different for Travis Scott merch, we also have this really clean and unique button up, which you could of course pick up at the time for a cool $98. And to follow up on that button up, we also have another first time item for LaFlame with this crop tank top, which again definitely screams Utopia to me with the style of it. Now since this is a Travis Scott merch drop, you already know we had to have some kind of hats and beanies, and he didn't disappoint with the following, although I have to say I personally am rocking with the beanie a little bit more than the fitted hat. And as with any great Travis Scott merch drop, he of course had to bless us with a cool 3-pack of these socks, so you can have a full Cactus Jack fit. Now to round out this Cactus World merch drop, we of course have the following accessories, starting off with this $45 keychain, followed up with this $55 jack pouch, and unfortunately I'm not sure how big it is, so I'm not sure what all you can hide in there. And last but certainly not least, we have this Travis Scott Jordan branded shirt, which honestly I think is really raw and pays tribute to Travis Scott's roots in Houston along with the rodeo days. Now with all that being said, I have to say I really enjoyed this Cactus Jack Merch World collection, and like I mentioned, I feel it was a bit overshadowed given that the Jordan 1 lows also released at the same time. And looking back at this collection in hindsight, given that we now know that Travis would release Utopia about a year later, I feel like he really laid the foundation for his aesthetic with the pieces that we just saw, and I'd love to know in the comments if you guys agree and see what I was saying. Now if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. As always, thank you so much for cooking with the kitchen, and let me know what you guys would like to see me cook up next. Remember to stay safe out there, and remember, it's lit. Straight up, and peace.